I grew up in Akron, Ohio, and that's where my faith journey began. My grandparents were pivotal roles in my faith, so I kind of grew up with that kind of structure till I went away to college at Bowling Green.
I was born in Mansfield. I grew up in Clyde, Ohio. That's where I went to high school. That is where we did attend church as a kid, and that's where I got baptized when I was in high school, and then I went to college in Bowling Green, and that's when I met Ginger, and we got married in April 24th of 2010. We got married, and it was just drinking every day. It started off, I guess, harmless, but just as each and every day went by, like it just became a little more and more.
At that time, I had kind of turned on my faith and walked away from the Lord. We were just kind of doing our own thing, partying a lot with our friends. Our life was a big party, and then we started experiencing a lot of loss in our families. The one was my father committed suicide. June 30th, 2017. I definitely had determined that there wasn't a God. That's when my drinking went to a whole nother level. I was drinking, towards the end, I was drinking almost of an entire fifth of vodka a day. And that was just to keep the shakes away. But I was completely coherent. I mean, that's how I managed life, my day in and day out. Then in 2019, Jay's brother passed away in front of us.
It's really difficult, and it kind of put us both back on a bad path of heavy drinking and just every day.
I feel like I went back to the dark days, but it went darker. Like, I went deeper. It was something I can't even put into words. We were in the shadows, and our only light was alcohol. Luckily, I had tried AA after my father passed and some other things, and I started seeing signs. And I'm like, I'm not doing this again. So I made the call to check myself into rehab. And I don't even remember making the first call. Like, that was definitely, I say to this day that the Lord picked up my phone and made that first call. And I had no faith at that time. But I was like, I don't know where else to turn. I have nowhere else to go. I'm at the bottom. So the next day, I went to the emergency room and requested to be taken to St. Thomas Hospital for their recovery, their inpatient recovery. I started going to AA. I did everything. I was all in. I started AA. I started Courage to Change. I started Celebrate Recovery. Celebrate Recovery was so effective for me, along with Courage to Change, is it was opening up in the faith element. It was allowing me to heal, knowing that I was broken. He knew I was broken. And it wasn't more of it doesn't, like, for me, Celebrate Recovery didn't look at me as a failure or a disease. It looked at me as a person growing, through my relationship with Christ. Like, he took it away.
I mean, you could just see the change in her, and like her faith grow, and it was truly amazing, and it got me more excited, and ultimately got us, back into church.
A good friend of ours invited us to his baptism, and I remember walking in for the first time to Redemption Chapel and was like, this is really cool.
Oh yeah.
And I knew that he loved it just because of the band. He loved the guitars, and I, like, the two of us, we looked at each other and was like, this might be a really cool church to go to, like, to attend, like, this may be our church.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been going for about 3 years. Went through Redemption 101. I was like on the fast, like, give me the passport. Like, I'm on the fast track. But then they were like, oh, we're having a baptism. And I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect. To truly claim my relationship, not the borrowed faith, not what the upbringing said, not that, like, true Ginger Cook faith relationship with the Lord, and just proclaim it to everyone, like, was the most amazing thing. A lot of my journey, even coming back to Christ, was like mending the wounds of the people that I had hurt. But just recently, it was forgiving myself. And I think that was the redemption I needed. That it was okay. I was okay. True redemption was the journey of walking back with Christ, but knowing that the past doesn't define me. And we do recover.
We are the Cooks.
And this is our redemption story.